Houston. Please call the station for a voice check.
災害地ですとか、ような直視について、そういうような応用が期待されています。
はい、ミッションのお話伺いましたが、いよいよ更新の準備ができたようです。
JAXA, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call the station for a voice check. JAXA, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call the station for a voice check.
Station, this is JAXA. How do you hear me?
I read you loud and clear. I am ready for the event.
はい、古川氏、少し準備ができたようです。少しちょっと音声が聞きづらくて申し訳ありません。
We are so sorry for some noise and would like to start the communication event. Mr. Furukawa, this is Yanagita of JAXA, and actually we'd like to have this event with Increment Manager Mr. Inoue. Thank you for attending this. Hello, everybody. Actually, in the zero gravity, microphone is floating in the space. And we have been looking forward to this event, Mr. Furukawa. You went to space, and already 2 months has, passed. And actually, I would like to hear about your life in the ISS and also, how you are living there.
ありがとうございます。こちら国際宇宙ステーション ISS での生活仕事に慣れて、仲間と地上チーム皆さんで協力して忙しく仕事をしています。様々な作業を経験したりとか、支援をしたりしています。
with our members in ISS, and we are implementing lots of experiments, and also we are supporting to each other. Thank you very much. And today, actually from the Earth, we are joined by the 4 university students who love space, and they are going to make a presentation for you. And first of all, the first presenter is Mr. Ryo Machida. Please start. You have 60 seconds for your presentation. Okay, please start. Hello, everybody. My favorite mission is Next Generation Water Recovery Verification System. As this title, actually, if this system is there, right, the world will expand infinitely. And it is because, actually, in order to live, water is super important. Therefore, if we can use water by recycling it, we can live anywhere. And our activity will expand even on the moon and Mars and the disaster zones on the Earth. And anyway, people will be active anywhere. Therefore, the world will expand. And that's why, such a world will expand to the even outside of the Earth. That's why, in this era, actually, it is quite meaningful to be involved in the space project. And by being involved, I'd like to create a new era, and I want to go to the space myself. Now in Japan, we can use clean water a lot, but I'd like you to do your best so that we can use water in space as much as we want. Thank you very much. Actually, his presentation was about water recovery. What do you think about Mr. Furukawa about his presentation?
質問事項とかなかったですか?
Do you have any question to me? Okay, well, I have one question. So far, Mr. Furukawa had a kind of training before go to the space. And, maybe still, even if you have a lot of training, you felt very nervous or
ありがとうございます。まず、ポイント、1分間という限られた時間の中で、ポイントを絞ったプレゼンをありがとうございます。この水のリサイクルっていうのを通じて、地上でも宇宙でも役立つっていう実験だと思っています。素晴らしいと思います。それで、ご質問に関しては、 無重力の部分っていうのが、地上では完全に、模擬できないために、その無重力ゆえのいいところと困ったところがあるというのがあります。大きなもので重量が重い大きなものでもゆっくり無重力だと運べる動かせるっていうのがいい点なんですけども、困った点は物が机の上に置いてもそこにとどまっていてくれないで、少し力を加えると等速直線運動を始めてしまいますので、どっかへ漂ってなくなりやすいというのが困った点であります。前回飛行でも分かってたんですけど、今回も改めて感じて一つ一つ丁寧に物がなくさないように運用している次第です。素晴らしいプレゼンをありがとうございます。
Our belongings, and actually, thank you very much for your fantastic presentation. Thank you very much, Mr. Machida. Listening to his comment, what did you feel? Thank you very much for such a fantastic comment, and I was so happy to be able to have a dialogue with Mr. Furukawa. Thank you very much, Mr. Machida. Thank you. And the next person, please.
時間は60秒です。ではよろしくお願いします。私のミッションはフレアです。私は幼い頃、When I was a child, my house burned down. I don't want to have a fire accident in space, and flare is my important mission to make the dream come true. The most favorite point is its evaluation method considering gravitational effects and different onboard environments which can be fully evaluated currently. The more flexible and safer evaluation technique and the new material options to be obtained will greatly contribute to the future space exploration, which is expanding its domain. With the FLAIR mission, Japan will establish a foundation of international standards for combustion evaluation, and I hope Japan will continue to play a leading role in more advanced space fire safety technology using FLAIR 2, FLAIR 3, and diverse experimental opportunities. Finally, I wholeheartedly support astronaut Furukawa and all Space Japan members. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Sakuraba. And actually, we are running out of time, so we have changed. So after we hear all members' presentation, I will hear your comments. Thank you so much, Ms. Sakuraba. Okay, next presenter is Ms. Asaka Miyajima. Please get ready for the presentation, and she has 60 seconds. Please start. Well, I actually expecting 2 points. I chose cell-gravity mission, and the first is to elucidate the changes that occur in the human body under microgravity, and because I believe it will reduce anxiety about the human space travel and expand the possibility of manned space utilization. And in particular, I feel preventive measures are important not only for the promotion of space utilization by civilians, but also on the mission of the Moon and the Mars, where we have to stay long. And the second point is a contribution to the development of treatment for aging. And while assisting my grandfather with Parkinson's disease, I realized that walking is the driving force for him to live with fresh spirits. Therefore, I hope that this mission will contribute to the development of treatment of muscle atrophy, and become the hope for the aging society. And lastly, I hope and support astronaut Furukawa for his contribution to the achievement of his mission. Thank you very much, and please stay there. And actually, it seems that the time should be all right. Therefore, anyway, I'd like to Mr. Furukawa to say about the impression after presentation of Miyajima. Ms. Miyajima.
はい、的確なプレゼンもありがとうございます。こちら、いずれは、宇宙でも地上でも役立つ、例えばの例として挙げてくださったように、地上での筋萎縮の予防とかにもつながっていくんじゃないかと期待しています。おじい様の具合が良くなることをお祈りしております。はい、ありがとうございます。
Something like Parkinson's disease or muscle problems. Therefore, I really hope that your grandpa's condition will be better. Thank you very much, Mr. Furukawa. And with this comment, what did you think? Or
after the communication with them. Actually, they're so happy, and I'm sure that my grandpa will be very happy to hear about it. Thank you very much, Ms. Miyajima.
Now, please, Ms. Sakuraba, please come to the front once again. You made a presentation last time about the presentation of prayer. Mr. Furukawa, what do you think about the presentation of Ms. Sakuraba on prayer?
桜庭さん、お子さんの時に自宅が全焼されるという大変な経験にをもとにしたその熱い思い、そしてこの論理的なプレゼンをありがとうございます。このチームジャパンの一員としてこの燃焼実験重要なミッションですのでしっかり行っていきたいと思います。桜庭さん、いろいろ積極的に活動されていると聞いております。で、他の選手の皆さんもそうなんですけど、こういう前向きな方素晴らしいと思いますので、もしよろしかったらぜひチームに加えていただければと思います。ただすいません、私人事権を持ってないので正式なプロセスでお願いします。
I hope you will join us in the team. But I'm sorry, I don't have an authority to do that. But please take due steps. Thank you very much, Mr. Furukawa. Yes, Mr. Furukawa. Ms. Sakuraba wants to become a product manager in the future. Ms. Sakuraba, thank you so much. Now, the final presenter is Mr. Arata Watanabe. Mr. Watanabe, please prepare for yourself. And Mr. Watanabe is going to make a presentation on the fourth robot programming competition. Please start. In Kibo RPC, students around the world compete with the programming skill using a robot on Kibo. My favorite point is that it gives many participants the fun, interesting, and sometimes frustrating experience of space development, and it gives us the chance to look to the future. At the recently held final, I enjoyed a lot seeing interesting ideas from various teams. Unfortunately, my team wasn't able to achieve a good result, but with this disappointment in mind, I hope to grow even more and take revenge. The operation of the Interworld 2 robot developed by JAXA is the beginning, and I am looking forward to the contents of the next year's competition. This mission is filled with the passion of students across the world who dream of space development 10 to 20 years from now. Kibo will pass on to the next generation. With such enthusiasm, I hope Kibo RPC will even more attract the people in the future. Thank you very much, Mr. Watanabe. Mr. Watanabe actually participated in the final in the robot competition. Mr. Furukawa, what did you think about that?
はい、渡辺さん、ご自身の経験に基づく説得力あるプレゼンをありがとうございます。おっしゃる通り、楽しいとか悔しいとかそういった感情を伴った経験というのはとても印象に残りますし、
Yes, that as you say that we regret that it was enjoyable. If you have such experiences, you may remember it all. And I think you can learn a lot. I hope all of the students all over the world can participate in and learn that. Mr. Watanabe, how do you think about that? I'm very pleased to communicate with Mr. Furukawa. And actually, I regret, I was disappointed with the final, but I think I can make up for disappointment a little bit. I'm pleased you made up for disappointment.
Okay, all the four university students very passionate for the presentation that was done, and what did we think about them? Well, actually, I was so much impressed because all the presentation was so good, and actually, the quality of the such kind of the mission. For the space, it has kind of communication capability, and I'm sure that all of them have such quality very well, and very not nervous, and actually they made a great presentation. And Mr. Furukawa, who listened to their presentation, reflecting today's presentation, could you give us one word?
はい、限られた時間の中で的確にポイントを絞って、 分かりやすいプレゼンありがとうございます。
actually,
ご自身
time
の
was
経験
very
や
much
思い、
limited
気持
about
ちが入ってい
their
てとても伝わり
point
や
was
すかっ
very
たと思います。
appropriate and very easy to understand.
今
And
日出演
your
された皆さんもちろん
experiences,
そうなん
your
ですけど、
passion,
ご自分
everything
の
was
頭で考
included,
え
and
てい
it
る
was
とこ
so
ろが素
easy
晴
to
らしいと
understand
思い
for
ます
me.
ので、今後もぜ
And
ひ
not
続
only
けていってもらえ
the
ればと
people who
思います。
participated in this
で、今
event,
回
but actually
他に応募して
they
くだ
are
さった方
thinking
々も
by
大変あ
themselves,
りが
and
とうご
that
ざ
is
いました。そ
quite
して視聴してく
impressive
ださってい
point.
る
And
皆
this
様あり
time,
がとうございます。
there are some
あと
more
主に
people who
学生
applied
さ
for
んに
this
お伝え
event.
した
Thank you
い
very
こ
much
ととし
for
て、
your
一つ
application,
目
and
は
also of the
い
people
ろいろな
who
ことに
are
興味を
seeing
持っ
this
てほし
program.
いという
Thank
こ
you
と
very
です。
much.
こ
I
れ
would
は
like to extend my
勉強だけではなく
gratitude.
て
And
生活一般趣味
something
含
I
め
want
て
to
あら
tell
ゆ
is
るこ
that
とだと思い
please
ます。
pay
思いもよらないところ
attention
でいろん
or
なこ
please
と
be
がつな
get
がって
interested in various
役に
things,
立っ
not
たり
only
新た
studying
な
but
驚き
the
発見がに
variety
つな
of
がると思い
the
ます。
the
でそうい
issues
った
in
2
your
つ目は
life.
そういった中
And
でご自分
sometimes
の得意なこととか
such
好きなこ
interest
と
will
そういった
help
ことを
you
見つけていって
to the
上
next
で
stage.
将
And
来こんな
while
風に
you
な
are
りたいとかこ
doing,
んなこ
maybe
とを
you
したい
can
という
find something you
夢を見つ
love
けていっ
or
てもらい
you
たい
can
と思
make
いま
very
す。
well.
で
And
3つ目
in
は
the
その夢に
future,
向けて
you will
一
have
日
the
一日
kind of
毎日毎
you
日
know
少しずつ
dream of the future. And the
努力を
third
してい
point
くって
is
いう
that
こ
in
とが
order
大
to
切
achieve
じゃ
that
ないかと思い
dream,
ます。そうした
I'd
こ
like
と
you
で少
to
しず
make
つ近づ
effort
っていけるんではないかなと思い
to
ます。皆さ
achieve
んの夢
your
が
dream
実現
and
するよう
goals.
応援して
And
い
by
ます。
doing that, you can get closer to your dream. And I really wish that your dream will come true. The astronaut, Mr. Furukawa, thank you very much. And it seems we have some more time. Therefore, actually, we do like to pick up somebody who wants to make a question, extra question to Mr. Furukawa. Ms. Miyajima, do you have any? Yes. We are 30 years later. What kind of job, the astronaut will do in the space? The content of your job 30 years later. This is a question. 30 years later. Please imagine.
はい。30年後、職業宇宙飛行士はより遠く月、火星を目指していると思います。そこでより自律的に、遠距離のために地球との通信遅れがありますので、より自律的にいろいろ行動しているんじゃないかと思います。一方で、地球の周回軌道は、民間企業さんが多くその力を借りて、多くの方が旅行に行ったりするようになっているので、さまざまな形の宇宙飛行士が存在しているんじゃないかなと。
private companies, therefore, in various, the shapes of space missions in those days, 30 years later. Therefore, if you are interested in it, please challenge to be an astronaut yourself. Actually, thank you for replying such a sudden question. And actually, in the future, in the various, the route, maybe you may be able to go to the space. Therefore, please do your best. And actually, there are so many happening, but we could overcome all the problems for this, mission, and we support you from bottom of our hearts, from the earth.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much for your support.
Station, this is Houston ACR.
Thank you very much.
Station, this is Houston ACR, and that concludes the event.
Wow, actually, quiet.
Thank you to all the participants. For the ISS, we'll now be resuming operational space-to-ground communications.